Michael Storm, anarchist of comic books and co-owner of Amazing Fantasies comic book shop here in Topeka, Kansas. And I thought it would be fun if we took a quick little sneak peek at the free comic book day / comics giveaway day books that are coming out here on May 2nd. So these are some, not all, probably most. It's getting pretty close. But I just grabbed a bundle of each and threw them out. There's some amazing stuff here. Terabytes. This is a fantastic anthology series here that has been running for a little while. Be easy jump on because of the fact that it's anthology. You know how much I love that stuff. Next level, talking about where DC is headed next. There's some Conan. Here's one. Dungeon Crawler Carl. That one's been pretty anticipated. Another one of the great stories that's running right now. The Future is Redacted. There's just so much stuff coming. There's stuff here for the kids, and just in case you didn't know, there is a little bit of a color coding thing on here. Here we still have some of the Superman, just a handful of Superman stuff left over from Superman Day. But this is the color coding. This is how it works. These green comics here, these are for children. These are suitable for young children. These blue ones here, these are more for the teen and up. And then if there are any, there's usually at least a couple. I'm not sure. I have to check on this orange, but I assume that this orange is their red, basically, and that's ultimately what I'm looking for here. Yeah, see, here's another one that's sort of a red or orange. They're meant for older people, obviously. We don't have too many of those, but you'll see like the Vampirillas or stuff like that when they do one of those. They'll be more for the adults, and they'll have that red. It'll be, see how this is blue, and see how that's green, and see how this is orangish red or whatever. That's how you know what's for what. There's just so much great stuff that's being presented this time around. You get your obligatory Mark Spears Monsters stuff right there. Nice House on the Lake is going, and is just the whole Vertigo line right now is really fun. Noir stories and noir stories, not war stories. Here's one of the great books over the last few years, the whole Gun Honey series. There's been several series. That's pulp. Whatever comic books are when they're not superhero comic books, that's what they're supposed to be. That and maybe some of the horror stuff. But it doesn't seem like there was a lot of the red stuff this year. Some years there's more stuff geared toward the adults. And then obviously there's a lot of stuff here for the kids. Like, it's even called The Last Kids on Earth. And there's our good buddy Spidey and his amazing friends, including Jeff and Venom. Some of these just look awesome. I haven't even looked at, opened them up. You can see they're still all sort of sealed and everything because I don't want them. It's still a few days away. If I start opening them up now, they get damaged or whatever. They get separated. So I'm keeping them all in the bags. And so I haven't even dove into them yet to really dig out. But Lock and Key, they just did a collection of this, something that we can get in the store. Road to Slaughter, For Something Is Killing the Children. That's a big event that's coming up. And just to remind you guys that this is to introduce, here's one that's highly anticipated. By me it is anyway. Remember, this is to introduce people. This is when you got to bring a friend. Don't just come down and pick up books and hoping that you're going to score the one that might be. I'm not saying anything here, but the one that might be that might have something to do, might be a preview, might be valuable someday in the future. Just don't come down trying to score a hit on one of these things, but bring a friend with you, somebody who's never read comic books before, who's just getting into them, and make sure that they get some some of these titles and make sure that they're picking up what's going down in comic books. So it's all coming up this weekend. It's just so much good stuff. And like I said, this isn't even all of it. I just grabbed real quick and just threw these together, just sort of grabbed one of the boxes and a couple of the stacks that were there and just threw them out here on the table so you guys could check it all out. It's coming out May 2nd, and they will be here, and they will only be here for a very short period of time. They will be gone that day, I'm sure. We in the past we've had some left over, but I do not believe that is going to be the case today. Here was another one. Lots of manga stuff. There was a ton of manga, even because you should notice there's 2 Stitch books. That one's a manga book. So a little something for everyone this time around, and you'll only be able to get them while they last. Do us a favor, like this video, share it around, tell somebody today about comic books, tell somebody today about Amazing Fantasies here in Topeka, Kansas, and if you're ever here in Topeka, Kansas, stop by and see us sometime.